Title: The Room That Wasn't There. It started with a floor plan. Jonathan Patel, a 20-year-old architecture student, was staying alone in his grandfather's abandoned countryside house during summer break. The place was old, creaky, and overrun with ivy. But to Jonathan, it was perfect for inspiration. While going through a box of old blueprints in the attic, he found something off. The floor plan for the house didn't match what he'd seen. According to the blueprint, there was an extra room, a small square space tucked between the master bedroom and the hallway. He laughed it off. Probably a design mistake, he said out loud, or a room that got sealed up during renovations. But then, something scratched behind the wall. He couldn't sleep that night. The sound of fingernails or claws scraping inside the walls came again. Tap, tap, scratch. Sometimes faint whispering followed, like breathless voices murmuring in a language he didn't know. By the second night, it got worse. The whispers turned to moans. One word kept repeating, "Found me." And the scratches were louder, angrier, clawing with purpose. At exactly 3:33 a.m., the hallway lights flickered, and a cold breeze swept through the sealed house. That was when Jonathan decided to find the hidden room. Day 3. He took a hammer to the wall. Behind the drywall of the hallway, just like the blueprint said, there was an old wooden door. Rotting, blackened at the edges, and ice cold to the touch. There were no hinges on his side. The door wasn't meant to be opened from outside, but there was a handle. A human-looking handprint, burned into the door's wood, fit his palm perfectly. Against all reason, he twisted the handle, and the moment he did, the power in the house died. Inside the room was nothing, just a chair in the middle, a chair facing the corner. A dusty mirror leaned against the opposite wall. No windows, no light, just air so cold his breath crystallized. He stepped in, and behind him the door slammed shut. He spun around. The door was gone. Just a solid concrete wall. The room was smaller than it looked. Claustrophobic. Too small. Too wrong. Then he heard it again, right behind him, almost breathing into his neck. Open quote. "Found me." Close quote. He turned slowly. There was a copy of himself, sitting in the chair. Same face, same clothes, same blank expression. Its lips parted and a centipede crawled out. Then another. Then dozens. "I was here before you," the thing said, "and you let me back in." Jonathan screamed and ran toward the mirror. Except now, his reflection wasn't moving. It just stared back at him, grinning. Jonathan woke up, in his bed, sunlight. Maybe it was a dream, a horrible, vivid nightmare. He laughed shakily, got up, walked to the hallway. There was no wall where he broke it, just clean, smooth paint. Maybe it never happened. But as he passed the mirror in the bathroom, his reflection didn't follow. It just smiled and whispered, "Open, quote, you're still inside." Close quote. And that's when Jonathan realized he never left the room. The world around him, the sunlight, the morning, it was just the room tricking him. A copy of life, a shell. And outside, walking in his skin, the thing in the chair was living his life now. No one would ever know. Because once you open the room that wasn't there, you become part of it, and the room waits for the next floor plan to be found. Next time you see a wall that doesn't quite match your house's blueprint, don't open it. It's not a mistake. It's a trap.